Alright, MGW Gaming here, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the worst guns in Call of Duty history. In my last video, I talked about the best guns in Call of Duty history. And I'm going to do the format the same way, where I pick a gun from each class of gun and choose what I think is the worst. In the background, there's a Team Deathmatch gameplay from Black Ops 4, where I do pretty decent. So enjoy that in the background, and let's get into the video. So my opinion for the worst SMG is the Chicom, because it had, I think, the lowest damage of all the SMGs in Black Ops 2. And it might have had the worst range of all the SMGs in Black Ops 2. And on top of that, it was a burst SMG, so it's harder to use than all of the SMGs in Black Ops 2. So there was literally no reason to use it. The MSMC and the Scorpion were dominant, and the PDW at the beginning of the game was also dominant until they nerfed it. And the MP7 was also pretty solid, although it wasn't as good as those guns. But, I mean, the Scorpion and MP7 had better fire rates. The MSMC and PDW had better damage, so there was literally no reason to use the Chicom. So my opinion for the worst AR in Call of Duty history is the FAD, or the FAD, from Modern Warfare 3. There were a lot of things wrong with this gun. It had basically zero damage. It took 1,000,000 bullets to kill people, and compared to the ACR and the SCAR and the other ARs from that game, there was literally no reason to use it. Just like the Chicom, it had the worst damage, and it might have had the worst range. And on top of that, the worst thing about it was the fact that it was the last gun you unlocked. I'm pretty sure in the entire game, but I know it was the last AR. So it was almost a slap in the face to anyone that unlocked it and tried to use it. It should have been the first gun you unlocked, and no one should have ever had to grind to get it just to find out how bad it was. So my opinion for the worst tactical rifle is the SMR. Now I know when I said the FAD was the worst AR, a lot of people were thinking, what about the SMR? Well, I decided to split ARs into assault rifles and tactical rifles like they do in Black Ops 4, so I can get an extra gun on the list, because I feel like they're equally horrible, so now they each have a spot. So the SMR was a semi-automatic AR from Black Ops 2, but compared to the other tactical rifles, the SWAT had better fire rate and damage. The FAL, which was the main competitor, had better damage and fire rate, which was another semi-automatic AR. So there was literally no reason to use the SMR over the FAL. And on top of that, the MA1 was the best gun in the game, in my opinion. And that was another tactical rifle, which was a burst rifle, which had better range, damage, fire rate, and basically everything about it was better. So there was, once again, no reason to use the SMR in Black Ops 2. So my opinion for the worst sniper in Call of Duty history is Dragunov, specifically from Black Ops 1, but it's been pretty horrible every time it's been in the game. So it's a semi-automatic sniper. It had really good fire rate, but the problem was its recoil after the first shot was horrible, so you really couldn't use the fire rate to its full potential. And on top of that, the damage was horrible, and you basically needed to get 2 shots to kill someone every single time you used it. I don't think I ever got a 1-shot kill with it, unless I was playing hardcore, and my whole time using it. It was pretty garbage. Unless you're right up close to somebody, it was a 2-shot kill, which it literally makes it a pointless sniper. You might as well just use an assault rifle at that point. So my pick for the worst shotgun is the Olympia from Black Ops 1. I have some nostalgia for it because it was the shotgun that you got in the first room in Zombies. However, in multiplayer, the range on it was atrocious. So you really had to be right beside someone to kill them. And even when you're right beside them, you could only shoot 2 shots before you had to reload. So you could really only get 2 kills and then you get killed because you had to reload and it took a long time to reload. The damage was okay up close, but like I said, at distance it was terrible. And you might as well just use the other shotgun in the game. I believe it was called the Strikeout or the Stakeout, something like that. It was basically like a striker rather than the Olympia. And I'm pretty sure there's another shotgun in the game that was better than it as well. So yeah, it was kind of pointless. So my pick for the worst pistol is the Executioner from Black Ops 2. It was kind of like a shotgun, a pistol in a way. It was kind of like that's what they did in that game in Black Ops 2. They made a burst rifle pistol, basically, in the B-23R. and an SMG pistol in the Cap 40, and a shotgun pistol in the Executioner. But the problem was that the Executioner had, for shotgun, pretty low damage, and it also had very low range compared to the Cap 40 and B23R. So there was literally no reason to run it. You could kill people better up close to the Cap 40 and up close to the B23R than you could the Executioner. And so it was almost like another joke of a gun. So my pick for the worst LMG is the VKM from Black Ops 4. This could be because I more recently have used it than some of the other ones. But I mean, compared to the Titan, it's no point to use it. It has less fire rate, slower fire rate, and even though it says it has more damage, I don't even think it does. And on top of that, it doesn't have as good of an operator mod. I don't even know if it has an operator mod, but the operator mod on the Titan shakes your screen, which makes it impossible, basically, to fire back at the Titan. So there's really no reason to use the VKM. Not to mention that the Hades has a much faster fire rate, and also has an operator mod where it basically turns it into a hipfire death machine almost. So the VKM is boring, it's slow, and it's pretty useless in this game. So finally, my pick for the worst launcher is the China Lake from Black Ops 1. It had terrible range and terrible damage, and also you had to reload after every shot. But it was supposed to be a launcher, a grenade launcher that you would use to try to clear out multiple enemies, but I mean, you couldn't even kill one person with it. You needed 2 shots to kill one person. I'm pretty sure it was close to the end of the list in Gun Game as well, just proving that it was a challenge to get a kill with it. And it really, you might as well just use the other launcher in the game rather than this to get kills, because the damage on this was extremely terrible. So let me know what your picks for the worst guns in Call of Duty history are. I'll be uploading another video tomorrow because I'm uploading every day. And I might do a video on Fortnite. I might do a video on Black Ops 4. I'm not sure. Let me know what you want to see in the comments and I'll do it. Like, subscribe if you like the video. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
XSS cookie received. Hijacking session. Brute force attack running.